Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna show you the top 10 guns for Call of Duty Mobile Ranked. Before we start this video, I'd like to make a disclaimer. There's two other guns that are pretty good in Ranked that they weren't good enough to be in the list, but they were still good. And those guns are the ICR-1 or LCR-1, whatever you want to call it, and the Peacekeeper Mark II. Those weapons are the disclaimer for this video. Now let's go on and keep on doing the video. On the number 10 spot is the QRX or QXR, whatever you want to call it. I call it QRX for some reason. The reason this is a good weapon, it's only because it's really good at short range. Yeah, that's basically why. And there's only like 2 or 3 maps that are really good with this weapon. One of them is firing range. I don't like that map much. I use the other 2 maps that I like. But firing range is one of the good ones that this gun is good at. And if you want to see the loadout, here it is. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that this weapon is bad at long range. It can be good at long range, as long as if you have the right attachments, which I still don't have, but this is what's pretty good for me right now. They recommend using this if you don't have all attachments. On the number 9 spot is the ASM-10. The reason I put it here is, well, it's an assault rifle. It's just a little bulky, you might say. Because when you use it, it's like it's this like really big in your face, and I don't really like that. That's why I put it here. But overall, it's a really good weapon. And if you want to see the loadout I use the most, is this. And yes, I do have the zombie camos from like a year ago or 2. I still have them. I've been playing this game for 2 years almost. And I got both the camo for the ASM-10 and the RUS, so that's why I have this one camo equipped on right now. Probably gonna go and use the ASM-10 after this video, I'm not gonna lie. In the number 8 spot is the HG-40. This weapon is pretty good in ranked. It's kind of a assault rifle. It's an assault rifle type weapon. For some reason, to me, it looks like the MP40 from World War II. Like, I forgot the German name. I'm actually gonna search it right now. Hold on. Yeah. For now, you guys can look at my loadout. Supposedly, it's called Machine Pistole. I don't think that's what it's called, is it? Yep, it's called Machine Pistole. That's a weird name for an HG-40. Well, it's the World War II version, so I guess so. So yeah, this weapon is really good. I used it. I qualified 2 points using this weapon, and it's really good. I recommend using it. On the number 7 spot is, of course, the infamous QQ9, or some people know it the most, the MP5. This weapon is good. Mid to short range, even though the recoil is literally really long. Like, it just goes like it shoots everywhere. Even though that's how bad it is, with the right attachments, this weapon could be a mid to short range weapon if you know how to use it well. The reason it looks like this right now. Oh no, hold on. Let me put my bison back. Give me the bison. The reason it looks this weird. This is how it actually looks. But I just like it to look like this. And this is the loadout. If you guys want to see it, this weapon is really good. It's for me, how I have the attachments made. I have gold, so I have basically all the attachments that you can see in the max level. And these are the attachments that help the most to get a short to mid range weapon. The mobility is good. You walk really fast with it. You can make the ammunition, and even that it just lowers it by like 2 points. So that's pretty good. The ender bar, I just recommend the first barrel you ever get, because it's the best one I've seen so far. So you put that on, put the one, get the full ammo one, a good barrel, so it helps you with range. So that's basically what I have. I don't recommend any scopes, but you can put a scope. I recommend the red dot one to put on it. Okay, so in the number 6 spot is the AK-117. This weapon is pretty good. I remember back in season 1 and 2, this weapon was so good. I wish I had the camo. The only reason I know this is because I used to play on my mom's phone, Call of Duty, but now I have my own tablet, so I can play on my tablet. And I had the splatter camo on the phone. Oh god! And I have the splatter camo on my phone. And that camo looked pretty nice. The reason I don't have it right now is because I start playing at like season 2. And by that time the camo wasn't even available. Well, it was. Just never got the chance to get it in one of those chests. Like there was these chests that you can complete challenges, and I never got it. I kept getting spray paints, which was annoying, but I got something. And that's basically it for this weapon. If you want to see the loadout, check it out. It's all you to watch. Gotta say the mobility is pretty high. It's probably because of the extended mag. The accuracy, as you can see, is pretty good. I love the iron set. It's so good. The control is good. Accuracy is good. The range is good. Everything is good here. So I recommend this weapon. And if you find any other way to make it to move faster, this weapon could be really good. It could be place 1. But right now I haven't found it yet. On the number 5 spot is the Men O Wall. This weapon is really good. I really like this weapon. It's fun. The reason I have that carnival thing, it looks like an. What does it look like when like it doesn't even look like I'm in the war right now. Let's go. Let's see this one. Yeah, this one looks better. So this weapon is really, really good. And I really just like this weapon, to be honest. It's just nice. The iron sight, I like it. Everything's good. The recoil is fine. Everything's good. The damage is nice. Have pretty high damage. Low fire rate. It's just a little downside. But the fire rate doesn't really matter because the damage is like 52. So it just takes like 3 shots. Pretty good. It's like I think it's one of the highest damage rifles in the game. Like 3 shot. It's pretty good. I like it. It's a long to mid range. You could of course use it at short range, but I don't know. I guess you could use it as much as you want. So that is going to be my number 5 spot. If you have any of the blueprints, I recommend using the Men O Wall Canada, because it gives you these attachments. And my personal favorite attachments to use is this. You guys had a look at it. I'm gonna go to number 4. The number 4 is of course the HBRA3. It's a really good weapon. I remember how excited everybody was when they got into the ranked, like in ranked Pro 1. Like I was like Elite 3, so I got in like one day, like pretty quickly, like 2 hours it took me. That was it. and I got it, and it was like so good. I loved it. The only way to get it back then was like, well. I'm gonna stop it a little. Okay, it stopped. So what I was saying, guys, is that mobility is 73, which is pretty nice to be honest. The control is good, range is fine, mid to long. It's really good. Accuracy is 59. That is pretty good if you ask me. The damage is, I guess it's fine, but it applies to the fire rate, which is 17. That's really fast to be honest. And even though it's mid to long range, that doesn't mean it's gonna be bad at short ranges. I remember 3 times I got stuck on short ranges and they got destroyed. So I would recommend this. And my loadout, you probably already saw it. This is my loadout right here. And on the number 3 spot is, of course, the AS Val. This weapon is one of my favorite assault rifles. In fact, it's my favorite. I'm about to cough. In fact, it's my favorite assault rifle in the whole game. It's basically a rifle that you don't even have to attach a suppressor to it. It already has a suppressor. And that doesn't stop it from being really good. It's so good. This weapon is really good. And I don't know why I have this stuck on right now. This weapon is really good. I really love this weapon. You don't even know how good this weapon is. So the reason my it's a bit messed up is because one of my friends used it. But this weapon is really good, and I recommend using it. And since my friends just destroyed my weapon, I'm gonna clear it out and show you guys the best attachments for this weapon. The RTC stock. That stock is really good. Or instead of that, you could use the OC Ranger stock. For the optic, I recommend either no optic or the red dot sight 6. It's a really good stock. Sight. For the barrel, it's this barrel. The damage range and bullet speed. Damage range is gonna be really good, and it's gonna help you a lot using the thing. And if you're going for some long range shots, I recommend using this. But if you're not, either use a fast reload weapon or this. I recommend using the 10 plus mag weapon because this weapon only has like 20 ammunition. But that's a really good. This is a really good loadout I have right here. And for the grip, where is that thing? What is this? That's new actually. I think that's new. Piranha? Okay. The strike foregrip. Just grab the original foregrip that you first get. And this loadout, I swear, it's gonna help you so much. I swear this loadout is gonna help you like so much. My computer just turned off. In the number 2 spot is, of course, one of my favorite SMGs, the JKS. This is probably the third most favorite SMG in the whole game. Other than, of course, the infamous RU. The RUS 79U, of course. The reason I didn't put it in this list is because everybody knows it's really good in range, so why would I just put that in there? Since everybody knows it's really good. But you could also use this one. This is like so good. It's one of my favorite SMGs in the whole game. And this is my loadout. Talking about SMGs, I'm gonna show you my favorite SMG of all time. And of course, that is the PP-19 Bison. This weapon is so good in ranked. It's like one of my favorite weapons in the whole game. Maybe even my favorite. And this weapon is really good. I really like it. When I first saw it, I thought this weapon was gonna be trash. Literally thought it was gonna be trash. I never used it. Didn't even unlock it. But then I was like, frick it. So I decided to grind and get the PP Bison. Just for the sake of it. And I decided to just at least get the desert camo. And when I was playing, this thing got me like 3 wins on ranked with no attachments. It was so good. I really like this gun. I can't stress this enough. This gun is so good. The fire rate is perfect. The damage is great. The accuracy, the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And this weapon is just generally really good. I recommend using this weapon in ranked. But if you're not a fan of SMGs, just use the KN44. Yeah. So this is my list of weapons, one of my favorites. And if you want to see a loadout, here it is, right in front of you. You had like 2 minutes to look at it. So anyways, guys, that's my list on Call of Duty Mobile best loadouts. So see you guys on the next video. This video was pretty long, so I hope you enjoy and stay until the end.